Good morning, everyone. This is Anne Marie. Today is Monday, November the 5th, 2012. This is SPY Outlook. Listen, we've got a day before an election, and we should have nothing but sideways, choppy, tiny, non-directional movement. That's just it. Okay? Now let's take a look wider angle what it is that we might be considering and what's actually happened. Now we were range bound. And I did talk about that. And on Thursday, we broke out of the range. And on Friday, we gapped well up into this region right here. Very, very interesting that this wick right here created the resistance level for our chart. And that's exactly where we came into and lost it and fell most of the day, right? Gapped up and then fell most of the day. What did we gap up into? Well, again, gapping up into resistance, but that rollover brings us right back into this channel event. Now, that's not quite easy to see, so let's telegraph ourselves in here a little bit. Let's telescope this in. You can see that what we've had is this movement out of the channel, out of this range-bound area. We pressed up into resistance, and now what are we doing? Listen. Here's something that you really need to get. Do not chase your trades. Charts retrace. All right? You want to listen? Don't chase. Charts retrace. And that's exactly what happened here. And it turns out that this move up here failed the breakout. Now, when you have a failed breakout, what is it that naturally happens? Well, if you're sitting in a trading range before a breakout and it fails the breakout, the most likely space that it comes into is the midpoint of the channel that it just left. And here we are. This is almost exactly the midpoint. So, if this chart has more upside momentum, it should bounce from here, right? So we expect bouncing action. Now, here's the thing. Market does not like uncertainty, and we have a bit of uncertainty. Tomorrow night, we will not have any more uncertainty, hopefully. And so the market's going to feel a little bit more on sure footing about certain elements inside of the market itself. What's best to hold, what's best to sell, based on who it is that's staying in office or new in office, right? So that in itself is going to create, in my mind, some measure of bounce action. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it is going to give us some measure of bounce action because it's resolution. And the market prefers resolution to indecision. So if we are looking at that and we're saying, all right, well, what do I do today? Well, today is probably going to be a sit on your hands day. Why? Because nothing's been resolved today. And probably tomorrow, nothing's going to be resolved tomorrow. So we're looking particularly for light trading tomorrow. But a couple of days of sideways garbage. So in order to trade these guys properly, you're really going to have to pick your spots. And again, a lot of us really are not discretionary. We just sort of throw things out, and we really, truthfully, we want to be good at trading the market, but most of us have really no idea what we're doing. Sorry, I was one of those people in my early trading years, and so we sort of chase trades around. Today's a day that you don't want to do that because you're not going to have momentum on your side. Momentum's extremely forgiving. For those of us who like to chase trades, we get rewarded for doing that when we are in a strong momentum environment. But we are not here. So the best thing to do is trade into a specific level, take your profit, and wait for the next ideal space to enter. All right? It means you trade less, but it also means you lose less. And if you lose less, you actually end up making more. Your goal, again, is always to try to eliminate your bad trades and just get good at keeping the good trades that you make properly good. Okay? So, for today, what are we seeing? My thought is choppy sideways action around this area. If we breach 141.85-ish, it's my thought that what we're doing is getting up over these resistance thresholds. We're going to try to get to the top of this range here, which is about, I don't know, 30, 40 cents higher. And right there, there's going to be some decisions to be made in my mind. Maybe 142.48 is the new area of resistance that needs to get breached. If we can do that and hold it over the next couple of days, and whosoever wins will have a little bit of a bounce in my mind. We will. So that's it. Bottom line, today is going to be a tough trading day if you're looking for momentum. If we fail the midline of this trading range, then we're going to have to stumble ourselves down here into these levels. And we've got this support at 140.98, this support at 140.69, and finally this support at 140.40, right? Going downwards, that's what it is that we're looking at. In the end, completely range bound. All right? Good luck trading today.